He's already being prosecuted and looked at for what he did with elections. Why aren't they investigating him? Oh, I forgot. It's a team game, and he's on your side. I thought you took an oath to the people, you rat bastards.
Chris Cuomo went after Elon Musk and the Republicans who continue to support him, and he did not hold back. We're going to take a look at several clips of Chris Cuomo saying exactly what needs to be said about Elon Musk and the MAGA crowd backing him. I also want to break down what Cuomo said and share my own thoughts on this whole situation. There's a lot to unpack here, so let's get into it together. Turns out they're right. There is an unelected man that they should be investigating. He has definitely made divisive decisions that hurt us at a time where we needed much better than he gave us. I don't like saying this, but there are even questions about how he got here. And the access he had to power and what he did with it and who he helped and how he filled his own pockets and how it even affected our elections. It's all real. And nobody voted for him. But it ain't Tony Fauci. It's Elon Musk. You get $1 billion contract, you turn around the next day to say you're going to give over $100 million to the Republicans? How's that not a quid pro quo? He's already being prosecuted and looked at for what he did with elections. Why aren't they investigating him? Oh, I forgot. It's a team game, and he's on your side. I thought you took an oath to the people, you rat bastards. Before I get into my own thoughts on what Chris Cuomo had to say about Elon Musk, I want to show you a couple of quick clips that will remind you exactly what kind of person Elon Musk is and why Cuomo's comments are worth paying attention to.
I want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you. My heart goes out to you.
So this is one of those never forget moments, right? This should be played on a continuous loop across 24-hour news for years. So people never forget exactly who Elon Musk is, exactly who Donald Trump is, and exactly what MAGA really stands for. Let me show you one more clip, because this one is about some potential trouble Elon Musk could be facing over possible illegal actions in the state of Wisconsin. We're going to take a look at this clip from the damage report.
So the first check goes to Nicholas Jacobs. The reason for the checks is that it's really just to get attention.
Well, we do know that Elon Musk loves getting attention, and because he's so emotionally and psychologically crippled, he doesn't know any positive ways to do it. But don't worry, he's getting attention of a sort, attention from law enforcement, because according to the Wisconsin Elections Commission, what he was doing right there, handing out those giant checks, yeah, that might have actually broken state law. So he might be in a little bit of trouble. They said last week, well, they referred 2 complaints to the Brown County District Attorney's Office, which can choose to bring criminal charges over violating the state law against election bribery. Prosecutors have 40 days to report back to the commission. We will obviously be watching that. Now, I have no idea if they will end up being able to prove or want to prove that this is election bribery. And I don't know exactly how the statute is written, but let's be very clear. That is what this was. This was an attempt to bribe in multiple cases, not only the $1 million checks, but I'll remind you the other way as well. And so we'll see what they end up deciding, bearing in mind that there are 3 Democrats and 3 Republicans on the commission. The vote, though, to refer these things was 5-1. So maybe the evidence is strong. We'll have to see. Now, Brown County District Attorney David Lassie, who is a Republican, didn't immediately respond to a request for comment about this when the media reached out to him. But we do know the basic facts. 3 Wisconsin voters received checks from Musk, including 2 who got them in person at the Green Bay rally, which we showed you in that video. 2 weeks before the election, Musk's political action committee, America PAC, oh boy is he creative, offered $100 to voters who signed a petition in opposition to activist judges or referred someone to sign it. That's attempting to pay people $100 effectively to get them to vote in this state election. That's what it is. If that is not election bribery, then I don't know what is. And I'm curious to see whether these judges know what it is. Now, thankfully, it didn't work, which doesn't make it any less of a crime. But I do want to remind you of what ended up happening. The tech titan and the groups that he supported spent at least $20 million on the candidate he backed in that Wisconsin Supreme Court race. That candidate, though, lost by 10 percentage points to the Democratic-backed candidate, Susan Crawford. And I love watching Elon Musk waste money as much as the next guy. But if in doing so he broke the law, he should suffer the consequences. It shouldn't matter that he's a billionaire or that he has a bunch of money or that he's bribed lots of people around the country. If he broke the law, throw his ass in jail.
So think about this. With all the talk coming from the Trump administration and all of these far-right goons about supposed voter fraud, imagine if Democratic candidates, or people helping to fund Democratic candidates, were simply handing money directly to people to vote. Imagine the absolute outrage. I mean, this would become a 24/7 story. Every MAGA pundit would be running around like their hair was on fire. Donald Trump will be talking about it nonstop. Stephen Miller would be talking about it nonstop. But Elon Musk did this, and somehow it is not treated like nearly as big of a story. It is honestly amazing to see the difference in the way the media treats the right and the left. And Chris Cuomo is exactly right, in my opinion, to point out the hypocrisy of Republicans and MAGA, because they are one and the same when it comes to going after Anthony Fauci and calling him one of the most dangerous people in the world. They want to put Fauci on trial, and they would love to bury him under the prison. Yet Elon Musk, who has been accused of all kinds of illegal actions, gets treated completely differently. And let's not forget Doge. We still do not know exactly what they did with our data. Elon Musk and his people were going through all kinds of files belonging to Americans, and we still do not know what happened to all of that information. It could be years before we learn the full story of what Elon Musk and his team did with that data. Elon Musk also illegally went in and cut programs that benefited people around the world, including USAID. That was illegal. So, in my opinion, Elon Musk should be in prison right now. But we know what this is really about. Elon Musk is the richest guy in the world, a white nationalist who is friendly with, or maybe a frenemy of, Donald Trump, so he gets a pass. Sadly, he will probably skate right through these Wisconsin allegations. If you or I were in the same situation, we would probably end up in prison. We will see what happens with Anthony Fauci, but I think Chris Cuomo is absolutely right to point out the hypocrisy and, frankly, the danger of what is happening here with Republicans and MAGA going so hard after Anthony Fauci while twisting themselves in illogical pretzels to defend Elon Musk and praise Elon Musk. It really shows the dangers in our political system and how money has flooded the system, allowing people like Elon Musk to have enormous influence and potentially even affect elections. But let me know in the comments what you think about all of this. Do you agree with Chris Cuomo that Republicans are rat bastards? I love that line from Chris Cuomo. Or do you think everything Elon Musk did was completely legitimate, that he did nothing wrong, that he is a great guy, and that Anthony Fauci is really the person the government should be going after because he is the real danger? I do not agree with that. I think Elon Musk deserves much more scrutiny, but you let me know what you think in the comments.